everyone, I am Shweta and welcome to my channel Analytics by Shweta. In today's video, we will see how to do year-over-year calculations in Power BI. Also, we will have a look at how to do month-over-month calculations in Power BI. Before we proceed, let us have a look at our data model. We have two tables in our data model. We have a dimension table of calendar and a fact table of hires data. Both of these are connected in a one-to-many relationship. The calendar table has a date column and the hires data has a DOJ column, which is the joining date of an employee. Let us proceed now to look at year on year. We have a pre-created measure called as total hires. This measure counts the employees in our data set. Now, as each and every employee has a unique employee code, this measure will return us a distinct count of the employees in our organization. Let us proceed to calculate the hires for the previous year. We would be creating a new measure. We would name it as previous. We use calculate, we use the total hires. Next we use the date add function and we give it a calendar date column. Now as we want to go to the previous year, we use -1 and we give the year option and we approve this measure. If you want to know more about the date add function, refer to the link in the description box to know about the same. We create a table visual now. We write the year and next to the year we first give it the total hires measure and then we give it the previous year. If you look over here, in 2021 we get 5175, which is the value for the previous year, and similarly in 2022 we get the value as 1986, which is the value for the previous year. Now let us proceed to calculate the change. So we create a new measure. We write year over year change and we use the total hires minus the previous year and we approve this measure. Now if we add this measure onto our matrix, we would see that we get the difference between the current year and the previous year, and it continues across for all these years. Now we want this value in a percentage format. So to calculate the year over year percentage, let us create a new measure. We write year over year percent and we use the divide. We use the year over year change and then we use the previous year and we approve this measure. Let us change this to a percentage format and also add this to our table visual. If you see here, we get the percentage differences year over year. Wherever there is a negative, it means that there is a reduced number of hires in the current year as compared to the previous year. Now in this measure, we have created two measures, one for calculating the difference between the years and the second is for calculating the percentage change. But you can combine both of this in the same measure. Instead of writing year over year change over year, we could directly write total hires minus previous year over here and kind of reduce using one additional measure. So it depends on what you want to use. So this is how you calculate year over year percentage in Power BI. We would be now looking at calculating the month over month change in Power BI. Let us create a new measure. We would name it as pre-month. We use calculate, we use the total hires. Once again, we use the date add function and give it the calendar date column. We go -1 and now we give month as we want to look at the previous month and we approve this measure. Let us create a matrix visual. Let us add the year. And let us add the month name. Let us expand this visual. we would be adding our measures for total hires and we would be adding a measure for previous month. So if you see here, we can see the February shows 242, which is the highest for the previous month, January. And similarly, March shows us 284, which is the highest for the previous month, which is February. And it continues. So now let us proceed to calculate the difference between the current month and the previous month. We would be creating a new measure. We would be writing month over month change, and we use total hires minus previous month, and we approve this. Let us also add this onto our matrix visual. If you see here, we get the difference between the current month and the previous month, and it continues across. To calculate the month over month percentage change, we create a new measure and we write month on month percent. We use divide, we use the month over month change, and we use the previous month and we approve it. We change it into a percentage format and we add it into our matrix. Now if you see, we get the percentage change from the current month to the previous month. If there is a positive number, it means that there is an increase in the hires as compared to the previous month. And wherever there is a negative number, it means that there is a reduced number of hires as compared to the previous month. Once again, we have used two measures, one for calculating the month over month change and the second for calculating the percentage. You can combine this into one measure itself by using the month over month change directly over here. That is, you can write total hires minus previous month over here and reduce using one additional measure. So to recap, month over month and year over year, the percentage formulas is quite similar. That is, you use the current data point minus the previous data point and you divide it by the previous data point. The data points can be a year perspective or a month perspective, and this is how you get the percentage differences year over year or month over month. So I hope you understood how to calculate the percentage differences or the growth percentages or the growth trend, you can call it. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell for more updates. Thank you for your time and have a nice day.